What's up, guys? Sleepz here with another episode of my Journey to the Ultimate Team, and we're going to start this episode off in our transfer list because we have managed to sell all of the Turkish left backs that we were doing trading with. I did want to get 6,000 coins a pop, but I did manage to get 5,800, which is good enough. We still managed to make a profit of anywhere between 1 to 3k each. Now, you guys see me, I am scrolling through the transfer list just to show you guys that I did manage to snipe quite a few silver Russian League players in hopes that the leaks are true and the next league SBC is going to indeed be promised and Casillas. We'll wait and see. I didn't invest too much on those. I didn't pay any more than 400 coins a pop, so it's a very low risk, high reward investment. Now, moving on to some more trading, I did manage to get a Chiellini there for 111,000 coins. We're going to list for 120, which is a bit greedy, but he does have a shadow card, so I'm hoping it'll work out all right. And you guys see, since the guy has treated me well the first time, I figured why not? Let's trade with this silver left back yet again. I look to get them anywhere below 4,000 coins was preferable, and this time I am going to try to list for 6,000 again, because at the time when I had bought these, there were actually fewer on the market, so I'm hoping to obviously make coins on those guys. And if there's one thing you should not do when you're doing trading like this, is you never want to mass list. If you get 3 or 4 or 5, don't list all at the same time, because people are just going to undercut you, and you're not going to be able to move any of them. So I'm going to put those on the transfer list and list them one at a time. Now let's get on in to the first match of this episode. We are going to end first with the Premier League team, and this guy has a very similar team to ours, a little bit better in every position, but the same formation and all that. And he didn't start off very well because he actually gets himself a red card. Juan Mata had picked up a yellow just literally like it could have been minutes earlier. He does pick up the second yellow in the 19th minute, and he is sent his marching order. So bye-bye Juan Mata. And after that, we pretty much dominated this game because we just had so much more of the ball. He lost the midfielder. It was an essential part of his team. He didn't make any changes to adjust it. And from there, we were basically all over this guy. We did finally manage to make the breakthrough. Danny Welbeck, he's been such a good striker for us so far, makes it 1-0. And we almost get a second there with Wanyama. He comes up with a good save. However, we are going to make the breakthrough here. You see, he's kind of frustrated at this point. He's already sliding all over the place. We coolly just walk our way in and finesse it into the corner. Now, this guy had had enough. And to be honest, I was pretty happy that he did rage quit, because if he had not, I probably would have gone on to score like 6 or 7 goals, and it would just have been a big waste of time. So we win that one 2-0. Thankfully, he did quit. Like I said, we finished that one early, and now we are going to move on to the next match. But first, we are going to make a small signing. It's not a very big signing, but it is a slight improvement to the Serie A side, and that is going to be Bonaventura. We're going to be replacing Jorginho. Now, I'm not going to say Jorginho was a bad player, but I'm also not going to say he was a great player. Jorginho's problem is that he was just very, very average. Like, he excelled doing nothing. I felt like he didn't excel defensively. He didn't excel in an attacking manner. He didn't excel being back-to-back. He was just, you know, he's just a CM with good dribbling, good passing, and that's about it. We just played passes often and not much else. So we are going to put Bonaventura in the team, which is going to give us a lot more of an attacking threat, I think. He's got significantly higher shooting. He's got more pace. And I also like that he's like quite big. He's not, I think he's only like 5'11", but it's a good sized midfielder. And I think, you know, we have Khedira who's more defensive, to be honest, and he's a bit slow. Joao Mario actually has medium-high work rate, so he tends to fall back a little bit more. So I thought it'd be a nice balance to have Bonaventura in the team, who is going to be high-medium and maybe contribute with some goals. So let's move on to this next match. And our opponent is rocking a 4-3-3 Premier League team. Apart from the right back, I don't know why he just decided to stick a random right back there and ruin the chemistry. But nonetheless, this guy actually does get the first opportunity, and it was a pretty good one. Fellaini hitting it off the post, almost opening the scoring in the first 5 minutes. We do respond with a great long shot from Joao Mario. How many times have we seen this man score a long shot? His long shot seems to be very good in the game. But Perisic is actually going to one-up him with an acrobatic goal. That was like a half bicycle kick. It was a really nice goal. I score very few acrobatic goals in FIFA, so to score one this early on in FIFA 18 made me quite happy. And you guys are actually going to see that this seems to be like a recurring theme of this episode. For some reason, in this particular FIFA session, I just couldn't stop scoring from corners. You see there I managed to score 2. Perisic actually bagging that other one very flukily. That was supposed to be Immobile's goal, and Perisic just kind of chested it in. And right here, this is beautiful execution of a counterattack. Perisic is going to tramp that off to Felipe Anderson, and Felipe Anderson is going to pass that one into the empty net. But back to what I was saying about the corners, I don't know if it's because I put Felipe Anderson on corners and it like changed the way my players positioned themselves in the box, or maybe different players went up, because prior I had Jorginho actually delivering the corner. So I'm not sure if that like messed anything up or changed the way my players were, but I hope it continues because I don't score many corners, so I can use all the help I can get, and hopefully we can score some more. So let's move on to this next one. And this guy is running yet another 4-2-3-1 Premier League team. This one a little bit more evenly matched for us as far as like class goes. We had very similar overall rating, very similar players in different positions, and this guy was actually quite good. He had a very good chance early on, and what did I say? It's a recurring theme throughout the episode. For some reason, I couldn't stop scoring from corners, and there was Ndidi. Now, this guy is going to get himself another chance. Ramsey banging one off the crossbar, and this was one of those matches where you're kind of well aware that you're playing somebody who's quite good at the game, but it's like eventually once you break them, they start getting frustrated, and it didn't happen until like this after the 60th minute, when it was kind of crunch time and time was running out, that this guy started to crack. You see he's diving into tackles a little bit more because he realizes I don't have much time left. I need to get in this game, and I need to get in this game like right now. So as you guys can see, we actually do earn ourselves yet another corner, and somehow, some way, we score again from the corner. That ball just fell kindly for Welbeck. We took a touch or two and finessed it into the corner. And after that, like I said, this guy was kind of breaking. I could tell in his play style, because in the first half, it was very even. Few chances between us. And finally, once we scored that third, this guy was like, okay, I'm not going to win this game, and I've been annoyed for a little bit now. I am out of here. So we win that one 3-0. A good performance from the Premier League team. And I got to say, I'm kind of finding my flow with that 4-2-3-1 a little bit more. I think, as I mentioned in last episode, it's kind of all about sending the right players on runs. Like sometimes you do feel void of attack, but that's because your CDMs are back there, and you just have to make your players make good runs. If you're not sending them on runs, you're going to feel flat and stagnant, and there's not going to be much potency to your attack. But the real test is going to be Weekend League. So if it doesn't work for Weekend League, we're definitely going to switch it up. This guy does take the lead in this one, 1-0. You guys saw he was just clean through. It was like literally 2 passes from the counter, and he was in behind my defense. We did answer back shortly after. Ciro Immobile, who has just been equally incredible as Welbeck. I know Welbeck is edging him just slightly numerically, but Immobile is just so clinical. He's just way more clinical than Icardi was, and I gotta say, he does score from distance quite well with the finesse shot. I'm not sure if his curve rating is all that great, but he seems to have a very good finesse shot. He does take the lead yet again, and we're going to have to equalize with none other than Immobile. A great example of what I was just talking about. That wasn't a very easy finish, but he made it look so, which is a very good sign. João Mario, we tried to rip in another one from distance, but finally one of his shots is saved. We're not obviously going to score every single one of those, and this is a great chance here for Immobile. And to be honest, when an opponent makes a mistake like that, you need to capitalize. Like if that was in Weekend League, that could be the difference between winning and losing. But it's a recurring theme in this episode. For some reason, we cannot stop scoring from corners. So in the end, we did punish him for his mistake, but we should definitely be executing that much cleaner. Now here we get extremely unlucky. I win the tackle nice and cleanly, but it goes right back to him. He's got too much momentum. I can't catch him. The guy is in behind, and he scores to make it 3-3. And if there was one thing that was annoying me about this guy, is that whenever he scored, he would do like kind of cocky or weird celebration. So right there, you guys saw me trying to do the sleep celebration, and if you guys have been subscribed to my channel, you guys would know what that is. But it's basically you flail your arms around like a madman, but they've actually changed it a lot. You guys saw I was trying to do it there, and it was nothing like it used to be. Like, what happened, EA? Anyway, we're here in the transfer list. We have managed to sell everything successfully, including the 120 there for Chiellini. I did have to relist him, though. He did sell the second time around, and we did get 6K for each of those Turkish left backs with no stress at all. And if I went on the market to try and buy some more, and there was literally like only 10 or 12 on the market, each going for like maximum price. So I don't know. We could have perhaps got some more coins, but nonetheless, I'm not going to complain. At least that time they weren't sitting in our transfer list for days. Now, in this match, I usually do like to show you guys like highlights, you know, a couple of good saves, some of the chances that were involved in the game. But I'm just going to go show straight goals in this one because I had zero fun playing this match. It was like extremely laggy. You guys can see the lag right there. Bolasie just stopping dead in his tracks for some reason. Fortunately for us, it didn't stop us from scoring a goal there. We're actually up 2-0, and Bolasie scores both of them. And a fun fact about Bolasie, he had, prior to those 2 goals, he had gone 6 games with 0 involvements. Like, that is terrible. He had no goals, no assists in 6 matches. I was seriously considering just getting rid of him, but I guess he's trying to make up for lost time here with the brace in this match, and we'll give him 1 weekend league. But if I notice that he keeps like not contributing, definitely we're gonna have to get a different right mid from the Premier League. Anyway, you guys see he did pull one back, a huge mistake for me. Lag or not, I can't be making mistakes like that, and he capitalizes on my error. But nonetheless, we do win that one 4-1, and we managed to get out of the laggy match with all 3 points. But that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. I hope you're all enjoying the series. Please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.